Hello everyone, and welcome to Factorio. It's Phoenix with, I hesitate to call it a new playthrough, because I've already spent about 100 hours in this game, so I actually know slightly how things work. I'm probably still at the noob level of, things, but I've at least gotten a rocket launched. But for some reason, my achievements didn't work in my last playthrough, so I'm gonna start a completely new playthrough and actually film this one, so you guys get to see how, insane my base making is. And Factorio players who are veterans are probably gonna cringe horribly if they ever see any of this footage, so, cackle with glee with me as we make them uncomfortable. So now, frequency, normal, let's just not touch any of this, and and boom. So we wait. As the world is created in front of us. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Factorio free play. Yes, I know. Launch the rocket. Okay.
Well, first, we need to find some resources. We started next to gas shit. Wow. Where? There's... Okay, So yeah, this is the beginning of the game, and normally there would be at least some resources around me, but in this case, I don't see anything. So we're gonna come down here to this lake and see if there's something down here that we can use. Because if there's something, then we're unlocked. If there isn't something, well, then shit. So... Okay, I don't need this much coal. I need copper or something. Need something good. Something good. Like, a little copper, some iron, or something. Come on, baby. I love ya. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, Factorio free play, and oh, wow. Wow. Where's the iron? There's iron.
What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is this?
There's a bit of copper right here. Oh, peninsula. I'm gonna get for a flamethrower right now. This is forested as all hell.
Finally, we have it, so we are set up in a decent place. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to craft one of these iron axes just so I don't have to mine everything by hand. And we're going to go ahead and get a coal mining drill set up. Now, what you can do with this is this thing, I can just let's say, put it right here. And that doesn't have any fuel, which is why I got the axe, because now I can mine some coal. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, 5 coal. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. Now it's going to do that, and I need 4 more iron plates. I can go and mine these out pretty quickly. And done. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and it's full up on coal right there. See, it deposits the coal right there. And I want to put that in a chest. Now I need to get a furnace, and I can always move this later, but I'm going to go ahead and put the furnace right here. And I'm going to put the iron ore in that furnace. And then we go back here, we mine a bit of this out. Bit more coal. There we go. And we run back over here. I promise you, this is how you start, doing awesomeness in Factorio. And before you know it, all this is going to be completely depleted, and you'll have to go searching far and wide. Like, look, there's a pretty sizable iron deposit up here, and there's a couple of good coal deposits. There's also a rather sizable enemy base next to us, which is not good. But in due time, I should be able to deal with that. So now, I've got the 4 plates, so now we can go ahead and build an iron chest, and in that iron, and we're going to put that iron chest right here. And now the coal drill is going to deposit the coal into the iron chest, which is a good thing, because we want this to happen. So that means we got coal for days, and you need coal. Starting out, you need coal like a motherfucker. So, I'm going to mine up a bit, and we're going to get a couple more drills made. Okay, so now I've got that going. That's burning nicely, and luckily we have a tiny deposit of stone over here. Now we need stone for furnaces, and if we get stone for the furnaces, then we can make all sorts of other cool stuff. Autosave going off there. But now, since I have 5 stone, and hopefully my iron plates should be done in just a moment, we can make more of these burner mining drills. Now, the difference between the burners and the electric ones are way cooler, because the electric ones don't require any stuff to be put into them. Like, see, for the burners, you have to put coal into them to get them to continue working. They are self-sufficient, but they are rather tedious to work with if you have too many of them. The electric ones, however, once you get them going and hook them up to an electricity source, you just have to worry about keeping them powered with electricity, which is a lot less harder than, you know, keeping everything all nice and fixed up. Now, I'm going to do something a little sneaky here. I'm going to go ahead and uproot my stone furnace here, and I'm going to figure out where to place this burner drill. I guess just place it. That actually works right there. So now it doesn't have any fuel, but I can fix that real quick because we've got the coal burner drill, or the coal drill right here. And can I get one more? Thank you. Oh, there we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and... Nope, that won't work. Okay. I'm going to do that, and then put 5 in here. And now, this is the cool part, this is being mined by this, and this drill will put it directly into the furnace, so it's automatically smelting it for me, which is a great thing. Now, to deal with the copper. The copper we can do the exact same thing with, and we can start getting fancy with it once we start getting resources in abundance. But right now, I'm just focusing on, here, you know, let's have the burner drill and the stone furnace so we can get some iron plates, because especially in the early game, before you worry about electronic and stuff, iron plates are a biatch to get. Like, you need them for everything. So now I have 10 iron plates. That's good. That's very good. And we can go ahead and mine 5 more stone. There we go. Actually, we might as well go ahead and mine 10 stone, because I want another furnace as well. So as soon as we mine this up, then we can get another furnace going, and we can have copper plates smelting as well. Now, copper plates are more important in the end game. Like my world right now, my other world where I'm doing all the rocketry and stuff like that, which is complete crap, you know, efficiency-wise. It's basically, let's see, you know, what's the quickest way I can launch a rocket into space. That one, like, I'm pretty much running out of copper in most of the places that I am in. Now, yeah, that'll be supplied for a while. So now we can grab this and come down here. As soon as we come down here, we can go ahead and let's just plop 4 in there and 4 in here. No, 4 in there, 4 in there. There we go. Okay, so now don't have to worry about that too much. But the next thing I want to get set up is not research. I'll cover that in a second. Next thing I want to get research or set up is a steam engine and boilers, because those provide electricity. And if you get electricity, then you can start plopping down these electric mining drills. And the electric mining drills are awesome, because, as I said earlier, they don't require any energy to continue functioning. Okay, I see there's movement over at that base, which I can see because I got into that little sphere of influence, and it looks like there's 5 different enemy bases there, and they're not perturbed yet, because, see, the red squares are my pollution. If my pollution hits here, then the aliens will be alerted to my presence, and they may come and attack me. And if they come and attack me, I could die very easily. If they come and attack my shit, then they could destroy my shit pretty easily. But yeah, if you hit Alt, you can see all the different things pop up of, hey, this is what's in here right now. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Let's just go ahead and snag this as well. Yeah, grab this. Ooh, 38. Okay. That should provide me, I can build a steam engine. Now I need more stone. And generally the rule I operate under is 3 boilers and 2 steam engines, which you could probably do 3 or 4 steam engines, but I'm just working on a temporary solution right now. So we'll go ahead and mine up 15 stone, I want to say. Okay, so I got the stone, and it took a bit longer than expected. Those have run out of fuel, so I'm going to go ahead and quickly grab some of this here. And we're just going to go ahead and plop these back down in there. So we're just going to do that. You can right-click, separate them pretty easily. Boom, boomy, boomy. There we go. So now, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and grab the iron plates out of there. Why not? I did, okay. And down we go. Check on the iron. Well, that's out, which is not good. But, you know, I'm not worried about you right now. So now, go ahead and make all of that. Give me a second. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to make power poles. And the only way to make power poles is you need wood. And the only way to get wood is to chop down trees. So let's, you know, be mean to nature for a second. I wish you could fell trees that easily. Okay, so now, got a bit of wood. Things are chugging away merrily. And, let's see. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. You also need an offshore pump, and this gets the water into your boilers and stuff. So, I'm just going to go ahead and build one of those right here. And then that, I can get a couple pipes just to kind of duct it forward a bit, because I don't want it straight up on the shoreline. And my boilers, and then my steam engines. There we go. And grab some coal, thank you. Then we can take this, and we'll just do 5 per, why not? And there's, you know, it's Factorio. There's ways to automate all of this. And I'll end up doing that a bit later. But right now, we're just setting that up. And these, they have water, and they have high temperature water flowing into them, but they have nothing to produce electricity for. So they're not producing electricity right now. We're going to fix that. But first, I'm just going to go ahead and, well, actually, how much do I need? I need 23 iron plates. We're going to go over here. We're going to snag these. Okay, I want to make one of these. There we go. Now, you'll notice something with the electric drills as well. They cover a much wider area, which means they can get a lot more without you having to reposition them. So I'm going to go ahead and rip you up, and, you know, rip up the chest as well. Because, see, if you have the burner drill, they can only cover the 2x2 area right there. But if you have the mining drill, oh my goodness. Now, the highlighted square actually is how much it can cover. So, right there, expected almost 10,000 coal. So we're just going to go ahead and put that down along with a chesty chest. And we're going to build 2 power poles. There we go. Now, put that here, and also the blue highlight is, hey, that's where the electricity is from. So you do that. And make sure they're connected by the orange wire there. And we have power. Now, you have to keep an eye on the boilers here, because the boilers may run out of coal. And if they run out of coal, that's not good. So, right now, I actually have enough to make 3 inserters. And inserters are wicked little things. So I'm going to go ahead and make these guys. And I'm going to get something going right here. And they're not powered, but we can fix that easily. We have tons of wood. We can make another electricity pole. And there we go. That covers them. So now, the next thing we need to do is make transport belts. And transport belts, if you couldn't guess it from there, allow you to take things like, resources and transport them wherever. And the defaults are kind of slow, but they get the job done. So now I need more iron. And I'll take that. Thank you very much. Dear sir. I am going to go ahead and top these guys off. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and... Oh, you're fine. Let's go down here. These guys needed it, I remember. Yeah, so we're going to do fit to 25, and then to 25. There we go. So now, those are making things more. And I'm keeping an eye on the pollution up here, because I don't want it to hit that base just yet. Because then aliens will wreck my face. I don't want the aliens to wreck my face. Because I just don't want the aliens to wreck my face. There's not much explanation needed there. But anyway, I can... Yeah, this is what I'm going to do, because I have enough for another inserter. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make as many transport belts as I can. I'm going to go ahead and break this. And then I have transport belts. Now, what I can do is... Yeah, I'm going to have to turn them right here. I can loop those around to here, and I need one more. Drat. Yeah, I need more iron then. I can loop those around so that they are... There we go. They are feeding the boilers right here. So now, as you can see, and the inserters, there's some default AI built into them. these have more than 5 coal in them, so they only feed them if they have less than 5 coal in them. So the coal is going to back up pretty quickly. And for that, I'm going to build another inserter, which I may have to put somewhere. I may have to put another power pole down. But I'm going to go ahead and build another inserter, and then I have that other power pole. Let's just go ahead and plop it right there. That's going to go ahead and put the excess coal into this chest, which means I have a way to keep the electricity going and to have coal right on demand. So, go ahead and grab some more coal, and we're going to go check on these guys. Now, the next thing I want to do, obviously, is automate these guys as well, because you don't want to have everything going like that. And I'm actually going to take a bit of a jump here. I'm going to, instead of having the furnaces right here, I'm actually going to create electric mining drills and then have them port the resources over to a central location where they can be burned on the belts. So, give me just a second. Okay, so I was doing a bit of thinking a short while later, and the best bet is probably to get a central location right here and have about 4 furnaces that it would just have inserters popping things into them. Because honestly, like with your first base, it'll probably wear these out pretty quickly. So we're just gonna go ahead and yank all of these out and go down here and grab these as well. 61 copper plates, I can use those. And now we're just gonna make a buttload of these. And also, I need more copper or iron plates for that. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. I can go ahead and take this, and I can, get everything transported, and that would be awesome. So let's just go ahead. You know what? We're going to go ahead and pop you off. And then we're going to go ahead and come up here, and see, I need to leave this one going, though. I'll go ahead and start moving the copper around, because we need the iron plates that thing's going to make. But the copper, not so much at this point. So we're going to go ahead and about right here. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, we can have like that, so it'll start moving all the ore and putting it on 2 sides of the belt, so we can have one belt and then the furnaces coming in on the sides. Actually, you know what? You know what might be a better idea, because once we get things researched, we can have a separate belt. This is going to be interesting. You guys might like this, so we're going to go ahead and let that stack up. For some reason, it's doing it on both sides of the belt. I'm not exactly sure why, but we'll just roll with it. This one, we're gonna go ahead and yank these. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, right there. Now I need more stone. More stone. And I'm gonna need about 10 stone because I'm building 2 more furnaces. And I already got the one up here. So, oh shit, my iron axe broke. Well, we can build another one of those easy. There we go. And wait for it. There we go. Now we got 2 stone furnaces, and we're gonna say boop boop, and right there. And there's a reason that I'm putting them so freaking far away from civilization right now. Let's do, yeah. And then we're going to have one going this way. Now this one's going to require a bit of work, because there's these things that are long-handled inserters, and what those do is they can reach, normal inserters will say, if I put an inserter, well, let's go ahead and grab a couple inserters then. There we go. And I'll go ahead and yank this guy and put this guy down here. Now, normal inserters, as you can see by the yellow lines, they put things in right in front of them. So it'll go from this one to here, as you can see right there. I'll have to power it in just a second, but you'll see what I mean. So then I can put one right here, and it'll grab the copper, put it in the furnace. Now I need more of these. We'll go ahead and okay, that works. Plop that there, and then we'll just kind of move that, and I need more. These things. Go ahead and pop that. And I'm not being too careful with my power pole placement at the moment, because it doesn't really matter at the moment, honestly. This thing is doing admirably. Let's just go ahead and yank all of that coal. Power pole, because there's you're going to be rebuilding things quite a bit. So we're just going to go ahead and throw all the coal in each of these furnaces. And I can do the same with this one. You know what, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and yoink that out. And then grab that and put that down here. Now this doesn't have fuel, so we'll put the fuel in there. We need 2 more inserters. We'll probably get just to the point where I've built a lab in this video, honestly, because it takes a little bit to get going. But now I have the conveyor belt set up there, and I need go ahead and make 4. Why not? There we go, perfect. Now we've got the iron coming in doing the same thing as the copper. And what I can do in a moment, I'm going to wait until I get the electric mining drills, because those are of a bit more importance. What I can do is I can have them come out and then link up to a central chest and have inserters putting those in the chest, so I can just go to one source and grab all my iron plates and copper plates, which is amazing, because that means I don't have to go running around emptying all the furnaces all the time. Okay, we seem to have a bit of a problem here with this guy being too greedy with the coal, so I'm actually going to move this around a bit. Let's just go ahead and yank that out. Turn that around. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So now, this gives this guy... Wait, is he not... Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. See, this is a bit of a poser, because I want these guys to be powered. I guess what I can do is I can just leave these as is. We can just yoink this inserter for later use, and then I can just come over here and grab things as it overflows. So we'll just leave that as is. Okay, give me a second. More pre-planning. Okay, there we go. Anyway, what I was saying earlier, because there's research here, and what you can do with the research is you can unlock new shit to build, and that's awesome, because what I want here, you see the long-handled inserters, are the ones they can reach over things. So instead of taking from here, they could take from this belt, and what I'm going to do is load this belt up with coal, and so once I load this up with coal, as well as, you can get, let me see, can I actually do that? I can. Okay. What am I going to do? You can get underground belts, which would allow me to put a belt underneath here. And then I can run a line here to load up the furnaces with coal automatically with these long-handled inserters. And I may have to actually fix this up a bit. Hang on. Because I am going to need to... Okay, yeah, here we go. We can... take this out. Well, no, hang on. Because the long handles are going to be there, so we can... Okay, we're going to need more power poles. Being a bit sloppy with my placements here, but we'll see what happens. That's right up against that, so we'll put that there, and then we'll just go ahead and put that there. We'll grab another one, and boom. There we go. We can take this, put that there, and then that's down here. We can run this down to power an electric drill down here to mine the copper out. Now, right now, we're actually getting a whole bunch of copper and iron plating. Oh, dear Lord. Actually, what happened? Oh, you ran out of fuel. Do we have enough to make? Yes, we do. I'm just going to go ahead and take this and wait until this builds, and there we go. Now, I could put it right here and get 11 expected, but I'm going to set it back and build a couple more transport belts. That way, there we go, we can have it 21k expected value. Now, let's see here, what can where's this in relation? Okay, I can put that there, and we can move this down a bit. There we go. And it will feed the coal into these as soon as I research the long-handled inserters. Now, for now, I'm just going to have to wing it and do it myself, which I can do, pretty easily. Just sit here. And if you hold F, you collect whatever you're standing next to. So I can just go and grab the coal and be done with it. But now, I need a couple more, all the power poles. You can unlock better power poles later, don't worry. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and plop those down there, and we are making more stuff. So now the electric drills are getting iron, and they're going to start cooking up in the furnaces, which actually have a lot of coal left in them. And this one ran out of fuel too, I bet. Yep, okay. Do I have enough to make another one? No, I need to wait on these. Okay. So while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and... it's not going to do anything, but I'm going to go ahead and schedule it. Okay, so we need this. This will get me assembling machines, which are not important right now, but, excuse me, will become important in the long run, and will give me the long-handled inserters, which are what I'm after, because these are what's going to be able to feed the coal into the things. But also, I need logistics, because logistics gets me the underground belts, which I need to go under this pipe right here, so I don't have to, do a huge convoluted thing, and I can just have one coal line feeding everything. But also, that's going to give me fast inserters, and these are going to become a staple in your base, because you see the speed these inserters are moving. They move about 3 times as fast. That would probably be like bang, 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 just slamming iron ore in there as fast as it can arrive. I want that to happen because that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these iron plates so I can hopefully make another drill, which I should be able to. Yes, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and yank this up and make a couple more transport belts and iron poles, power poles. You know what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up. So I can have 11. Let's just go ahead and do that. Now, I've got the power poles. There we go. And I've got the 2 transport belts. There we go. So now we don't have to worry about the drills anymore, which is fantastic. Now we just have to worry about the boilers and the furnaces over here. And that actually takes the load off my shoulders, because that means I don't have to be running around grabbing stuff and putting it in the drills every 5 seconds. And we also have a bit faster ore mining speed, which is great. That means I can get stuff faster. Now, the one thing I need is a lab, and a lab allows me to research this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start with the logistics. No, I'm going to start with automation, because that's going to research faster. So I can hit that, schedule that, and build a lab. And the fun thing about Factorio is you can see down here, instead of like Minecraft where you have to build all of the like tiny ingredients one by one and throw them all together in something big, it will automatically make all the things you need. So for this, say, a repair packet needs an electronic circuit and iron gear. Well, you don't actually have to make those yourself. It gives you the raw cost, and as long as you have the raw cost, then you can just click whatever you need to build, and it will automatically make it for you. Now, I have a random inserter. Oh, that's what I was using for the coal. Okay. And honestly, once I get the coal that I'm using for the boilers and stuff, once I get it ducted over here, I'm not going to need to touch it. I'm not going to need to pick up the coal anymore. I can just have it, run over here. But for right now, and like I said, I'm going to be moving things around a whole bunch later. So I'm just going to plop the lab right here. Now, the lab needs science packets, and how you make science packets are with different materials. Now, notice Science Pack 2. I actually don't need any of those right now. I just need Science Pack 1. And those things are pretty easy to make, because these require inserters and transport belts, which requires a lot of iron ore and iron plating. So, I just need these. And one of those is 2 iron plates and 1 copper plate. So, I need more iron. Like I said, iron is so necessary in the beginning of the game. So now, right-click, make 10 of these. And these things take a whole bunch of electricity. So, yeah, right now, you can see I'm barely using any of my steam plant's power production, which is a good thing. It's just using it on the drills and a little bit on the inserters. So I have plenty of room to spare, which is good because the labs end up taking a whole bunch of electricity. I forget exactly how much. I think 60 kilowatts, maybe? They do end up, once you get them going, they end up taking quite a bit of electricity. Here, we'll just go ahead and pop one in here to see this. Okay, it's going. So now, yeah. Oh, okay. It's actually not taking too much. It's the 3 drills that are taking more. But I put those in there, and I have a few more. I'm just going to go ahead and throw all of these in here as soon as they're done. And once I get them in there, then the lab will be researching, and you can see the green bar filling up, which is great, because that means I am one step closer to getting these two things, and also unlocking new technologies. And if you look way far down, you can unlock laser turrets, you can unlock railways, you can unlock better energy distribution, batteries, you can get rockets. Your main goal is the rocket silo, and that takes a whole bunch of stuff. And to get the whole bunch of stuff, you need a whole bunch of science, and there's even alien science packs, which require you destroy these bases. Now, luckily, they haven't noticed I'm here yet. I can see them. You can see them moving around over here, and that's not good. They've got spitters and biters. Biters are melee. Spitters, like pew pew. Well, not pew pew. They spit at you, like the name implies. But they're ranged, which means that they can take out stuff pretty easily. So I'm going to want to start building gun turrets soon. However, I don't have those at the moment. All I have is radars, and I can bake ammo for my pistol, which is not going to hold me very long. So right now I'm just going to focus on iron plate production and that lab. And that lab, yeah, now it has all the science it needs. So, let's go ahead and yoink, yoink, yoink. All the things. There we go. And we should be good to go. Now, it's come to my attention that I have way too much coal for my own good. I'm going to throw a bit more right here. And there we go. Oh, wrong button. But that does bring up a good point. I need to save this. Let's just save it as, I don't know what a good name for this is. There we go. Okay, that's a good name for it. Boom. Now, that's saved, and give it a few moments, and automation should be done researching. Which it just ran out through that last science pack. It's got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, wait for it. Boom. That's great. Now I can research electronics, which get me smart inserters, which allow you to take, specific items off belts and stuff. But I'm not all about that yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and research logistics, and that means I need to make 20 science packs. And yes, you can automate science pack making later on in the game. Right now, I'm not concerned about that, but we'll just go ahead and do that. And then I want 4 of these and as many transport belts as money can buy. Because as soon as I research logistics, I get the underground belts, I can duct the coal, and we can get it going here so that everything would be automated, and I can sit back in my chair and laugh. Or, build more shit. So, as soon as these build, I'm just going to go ahead and let everything build here. And I've got my iron chest. Now, my iron chest, I'll hold on to that for now. You can get steel chests, and steel chests have full capacity, I think, is 48 slots. It's actually a lot, because what you end up doing, and this is a fun way of unloading trains, which is way advanced for this video, but for unloading trains, what you can do is set up inserters to unload from train carriages into a chest, and then from the chest into a conveyor belt. So you have kind of a buffer there. Which means you can unload the train carriages a lot faster, because inserters you can get more than one item on an inserter if you're transferring from a chest to, say, an assembly line or something like that. But anything going to a conveyor belt has to be one. So if you transfer from, say, a container wagon to a chest, then you can take as many as you want from the container wagon, put it in the chest, and then from the chest to the conveyor belt, it's only one at a time, but you still have that buffer right here of the wooden, or the chests, so you can unload the container wagon quickly into the chests, and then once the train leaves to go pick up more stuff, you can go to the containers right over here and unload onto the belt continuously. So anyway, that tangent aside, I think all my science packs are just about made in the shade. So, there we go. Okay, those will be being made. I've got the long handles here, which I'm going to orient this way. And then we're just going to go ahead and plop these down, and they should be powered as well. Now, we just have to run the belt through there. And as soon as we get this done... Okay, we've got a lot of belts here, so we're just going to go ahead and you can run it along the shoreline, which I find interesting. So then, there we go, and I guess that'll be the end point for this video once I get everything self-sufficient, and then we can continue with the expansion, or, researching combat so that those aliens over there don't kill us. Hello! Oh, and I'm moving on the belt. Whee! Alright. So I have 4 of these, and these should be researching pretty fast. And so now, actually what I may end up doing right now is I'm going to go ahead and grab these. Yoink, yoink. Yoink these. And we're just going to go ahead and do 3 inserters apiece, and 1 more iron chest. So then, need more power poles. The struggle of early game Factorio. I need power poles. The game. There we go. And then there's probably going to be a bit of lag. There we go. And yeah, there's just a whole pile of shit right now with the power poles. But they'll get better soon. So now, I can have these going. And I need more of these. Okay, come on, make me transport belts. Make me all the transport belts. I need to kill time while my research does its thing. Okay, that's close enough, actually. So then we can do the exact same over here. Except we need more transport belts. Give me the transport belts. Watson. There we go. So now, I can do inserter. Boom, boom. We got the inserters here. And now we can do 1 here, 1 here, and then put the chests. So, that means that now, this is the beginnings of your mighty factory. Because now you have the raw resource coming from the electric drill on the conveyor belt to the furnaces. And once they get to the furnaces, they are made and output onto this conveyor belt with the plates and stuff. And yeah, the fast inserters will definitely take care of this backfill soon. But right now, you have these inserters filling up the chests. And once they fill up these chests, then you can just go over to the chests and be like, I want all of this. And I want all of this. And ta-da! Aha! And so now, we wait. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah, I'm not going after them, because what you can do is that at some point you get better weaponry, and you can use the better weaponry to basically just go take down enemy bases, or the alien bases, and that gets you artifacts, and artifacts you can use in building very high-tier stuff. And building that very high-tier stuff is fun, because once you build that very high-tier stuff, then you can take out more enemy bases and research really cool things, which allow you to build, rockets. And that is the end game. But for now, we will content ourselves on the sheer amount of copper ore that we have. Why is this slowing down? I feel like this one is going slower than this one. For some reason. Maybe it's because this is full up, I think? Yeah, this is full up. That one's still going, but we're getting it in there. So, yeah.
This is Romance Round Base. Romance Round Base. Whee! You know what? Here's the thumbnail. Put a vision around here. Here's the thumbnail. Woo!
Oh, shit. Okay. That took me by surprise. Okay, so logistics has been researched. We're going to go ahead and get optics. And optics... Actually, no, we're not going to get optics. Because military is available. And military gets me access to a submachine gun, a shotgun, and shotgun shells. And that's pretty useful. And we're not actually going to build that shit just yet. We're going to go ahead and build these underground belts. Because they come in packs of 2. And that's fun. Because now, I can go bang, and watch the coal flow through. Yay! And also, I have access to fast inserters. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just yoink these guys down. Come here, you. And doo-doo. Make a couple fast inserters. I just want to show you these real quick. But also, look, that coal, now, it's got way more than 5 coal in there, so it's going to take a bit. But once these start to get low, then these big red inserters will be able to take this and plop the coal into the furnaces, which will keep them going indefinitely. Or at least until we run out of coal. So now, I've got the fast inserters. Wait for this. Whee-hoo! It's like he's on crack. There we go. So now, we have these fast inserters, which can make short work of, like, any huge backfills of these iron plates. So yeah, just you watch these guys, these guys are hopped up on something. And that I will call, because we have now automated our iron plate production, and we have a lab. And, you know, we're not going to get to the point where we can make our own science packs. That'll be next time. But we've automated everything we need for early game Factorio, and we still haven't gotten attacked yet. Cross your fingers. But anyway, tune in next time, guys. This is Phoenix, and this is my little base. So take care, stay true to yourselves, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.